What's going on, Quantum Nation? Welcome back. My name's Quantum, and today we're going to be talking about the world's best TV and how to create it. Now, it should come as no surprise that obviously when it comes to TVs, I have high standards, but I want to put out some million-dollar ideas in the TV space that would make the TV game absolutely incredible and create the best TV the world has ever seen. So such ideas like replacing color temperature with the Kelvin scale, such as the D65 white point, D60, and so on and so forth, with 100% accuracy with the algorithms that adjust grayscales to perfectly match the color temperature that you're adjusting. So in theory, it would work like if you go to D65 white point, internally it would automatically balance out your grayscale to perfectly represent what your now color temperature is reflecting. And I think ideas like that would be just absolutely incredible and next level. Adding a zebra stripe feature. Now, as a professional photographer, this is something I use quite a lot, and this basically lets you know when your camera is overexposing. And if we had something like this, for example, in a TV, that would help users adjust brightness and contrast with complete reference accuracy indicators to let you know where to stop if you want an industry accurate display. I think that would, again, further the development of TV technology. Now, when we talk about the best of the best features, you can't go anywhere without talking about auto synchronization. I feel like if there was a way to auto synchronize every type of frame rate for the smoothest experience possible, that would be pretty damn awesome. I mean, let's just talk about a preferred Hertz selector, right? So in theory, you'd have a bunch of Hertz that you can go through from various regions, right? Because let's face it, some of us import our media. So if you wanted to watch, for example, 50 Hertz, well, current TVs from America don't allow that, and kind of vice versa. So it's a little weird balancing act there, and I feel like it'd be pretty cool if we could just go into a menu of sorts and just set up what kind of Hertz we would like, along with being able to select the resolutions that we would like for our content. More often than not, TVs are forced at either 4K or whatever the resolution that they give you is. But how cool would it be if we could say, no, right now I want it to stay at 1080p so that we don't have all that nasty upscaling that we run into on 4K and even 8K displays, along with being able to choose the appropriate Hertz. That would just be absolutely incredible. Now, this next one is going to be app support for auto internal calibration. So essentially what I would want to see on a TV is you to be able to simply use your smartphone to measure your room's ambient light, then adjust accordingly for a perfect picture profile. Because more often than not, hiring a professional calibrator, while nice, they don't always do a good job, as we've seen with things like arting settings. Even though that's not a typical professional calibration, the end result from most calibrators isn't too far off from the ugly and really washed out looking imagery. But how great would it be if you had a TV that could correct everything on the fly in accordance to the way your room looks, and then you can go and make adjustments from there. I mean, I think that would be really cool. And even further, if there was a toggle that allowed it to track some form of reference accuracy, so no matter how you changed or adjusted the values in your TV, it would target as close to whatever reference point possible that it can track to as far as the industry standard. I think that would be really, really cool. Now, I would like to see a forced variable refresh rate for all content. So more often than not, variable refresh rate is just talking about gaming. And I would like to see that on movies as well, and, you know, be able to take movies to the next level. I mean, if the movie developers aren't making movies that are higher refresh rates, what if our TVs could do that and we could get higher kinds of like performance out of that? I think that'd be really, really cool, you know, to kind of just augment the results a little bit. Now, of course, you can't have a next-gen TV in the world's best TV without having 12-bit color, and I think all of these things put together would seriously make the world's best TV. I mean, of course, you'd have to have the trendy things like HDMI 2.1 and, you know, all the other black-level control features that we look for in today's TVs, along with some other stuff that some people might value. But honestly speaking, I think those things would be absolutely game-changing, especially things like, you know, being able to go in and select what Hertz you're at, because because that's a huge problem for a lot of content types these days, where you just run into just a complete and total desynchronization, which is why I love Sony so much, and particularly the 24p auto synchronization option, so that your Blu-ray movies are running at 24 hertz instead of the 60 hertz that the panel outputs. It's just genius, and I think every TV should have something like that, and then a step above that. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think would make the world's best TV? Thanks for watching the #1 brand in honesty, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later.